Hey everyone, I'm Natalie and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. I am so excited for today's video. I am doing laundry and I'm finally switching over my kid's size. So he is right now a 2T and I'm trying to switch him over to 3T. So I got a lot of it done, but we ended up having a crazy week. So it's not quite finished, but at least I got everything washed and folded, and I'm going to take you guys along for the journey of this. So I was so lucky that people gave me some hand-me-downs. So when I got them, I just threw them into a vacuum bag here just to save some space. So I'm just going to take all them out and put them in a laundry basket so I can just wash them. And then there's some extra like shorts and t-shirts that I just didn't need to pull out and wash yet. So those are going to just stay in the Ziploc bags. But yeah, I'm just going to pull everything out and put it in the laundry basket to start a load of laundry. So our week just ended up a little crazy. My son, my youngest, we have a gate at the bottom of our stairs, and I have no idea how people attach these really sturdy, because this is the second time. My other son actually pulled it off too, but I mean, he's bigger and stronger. But my youngest, I was making dinner and my husband was working late, and all of a sudden I hear a big crash and a scream, and I run over, and my poor baby had pulled the gate down and he's like under the gate. Oh my gosh. So he got a couple boo-boos under his eyes, a little cut, and a black and blue so I was just kind of worried about that. Took him to the doctors. So it was just, and then I had a couple appointments this week, and it was just a crazy week. So, bear with me with this video, but, I'll probably just do a part 2 on when I fully switch everything over in his drawers. But again, like I said, I got most of it done. And then you guys can kind of see how I have their drawers set up and how I organize everything. I just got a few other sizes as well. So since I'm at it, I'm just going to go through all the bags of clothes that I have. I know I have some that are like 2T, and then some summer clothes. And anyway, so since I'm doing it, I just figured I'm just going to go through everything, organize it, and get things put into the vacuum Ziploc bags here, because my youngest is actually creeping up right behind my oldest. I think he'll be in 24-month to 2T, and by summer I'm thinking, if he keeps growing the way he's going. So I'm just going to keep these pretty accessible, but still organized and nice and neat for me, so I know what's in what bag. I feel like I struggle quite a bit when I am doing size changes. I apologize in advance. I get super emotional, especially when I'm putting away the clothes that they just don't fit into anymore. So I apologize in advance. I got really emotional. I tried to cut most of that out. But I think because this is size up, I'm not really emotional about this yet. But yeah, I feel like this is why I push it off so much, just because, I don't want my babies to grow bigger. So, yeah, it's okay though. So anyways, so right now I'm just trying to organize their closets still, and I am watching this video, doing this recording, and I'm realizing I completely forgot everything that's hanging there. So that is definitely going to be in my part 2 video as well. Before I vacuum seal these up and get all the air out, I'm just going to label what's in each bag. So, if it's long sleeves, short sleeves, and shorts, whatever, I'll just write the size and what's in the bag, and then I will vacuum up the bags to get all the air out. Now I'm going to get the air out of these vacuum bags. I feel like they're so nice. They have like a little twist cap just to help prevent air getting in. So you kind of just put it on. It's so satisfying watching them shrink up. I absolutely love watching them. But yeah, it's nice because you don't have to like quickly put the cap back on them. It's not like one of those pool floaties where, when you're blowing them up and you have to quickly close it. These aren't like that, thank goodness. But yeah, so I really like them. I feel like they do help save space, but it's mostly because I like using them just because it's I feel more organized with them. Next, I'm going to be tackling my youngest closet. So up top there, I had some 18-month summer clothes, and then the bin that's overflowing is all the clothes that he grew out of. And guys, I'm so sorry. This is when I start getting super emotional, because now I realized halfway through this, I started thinking that 2 of my kids went through this and are no longer in these clothes. So I'm definitely going to get super emotional here. This is always a struggle for me. So I definitely try to put this off as long as I can. But it was finally, once the bin is in there and it's overflowing, I know I need to do it. So I do keep bins in both of my kids' closets, and that's when things are too small, they go in that bin. And then once I feel like doing it, I will put them in the Ziploc bags to get organized and put away for the next baby. Just tackled everything that I had hanging. I remembered my youngest stuff that was hanging, but I forgot my oldest, so I still have to go back to do that one. But right now I'm just going to go through this bin, and I'm going to organize everything from shirts to PJs to pants. I just like to organize them all out, because when I put them in the Ziploc bag, not everything fits in one bag. So then I can at least keep all the pajamas together, all the pants together, and then I can see what else fits in that bag depending on my piles. So I just like to go through everything, organize it, and then I can label my Ziploc bags according to what I am putting in them. And I definitely had clothes in this bin, and I feel like every bin where you find those last those stragglers of the 9-month clothes, this is all 12 months, so I had a couple outfits from 9 months still. So either I will put them in the Ziploc bags. Once I find the 9-month Ziploc bag, I'll try to cram them in there, or I actually turn this bin that I'm taking these clothes out of as my catch-all bin. So the shoes that don't fit anymore, those clothes, some baby toys, some baby bottles. Like I kind of just throw everything in there, and then I will make sure I put a label on the bin that says, 9-month clothing, bottles, baby toys, etc. So I just try to make sure I have everything labeled, so then, when we do have another kid, everything's right there. And I know that I had some stragglers left in that bag. And gosh, did my baby come at the perfect timing. I was so emotional. I'm crying, and I'm trying to distract you guys all from seeing me crying right now. So he just came at the perfect timing, and always puts a smile on my face, and having him there while I was getting these clothes put away was definitely very helpful. For these Ziploc bags, they definitely do not recommend you filling them as much as I do. I think you're supposed to kind of stop a couple inches before the top there. But I mean, I test the limits, and I feel like as long as I can close the bag, why not just keep filling it? So, yeah, and of course I forgot to put my label for the bag, so that's what my son was just showing in the camera there. So I just put down 12 months and then pants and shirts, because that's what I put in that Ziploc bag. And him wanting to put on this hat, I'm so glad I didn't start crying again. But let me tell you, when I got that hat when he was just a little baby, I just remember it being way too big for his head, and now it doesn't even fit.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes.
So this is the catch-all bin that I was telling you guys about. So this is going to have like anything in the kids' closets that missed the other vacuum Ziploc bags. So like 9-month clothes, and then like all the baby stuff that I forgot or didn't have when I was doing the Ziploc bags from before. So some of the 9-month clothes, I have like a baby side sleeper in there, some shoes that they grew out of, some sleep sacks, etc. So I'm just going to throw everything in there. I'll make sure I label this bin really well, so then I know where all that stuff is, and then that will be one of the first bins I will get when, or if we have another baby, and then I can kind of organize it once that time comes. So both my kids, especially my first, had really bad reflux, and I swear I tried every bottle under the sun, and I kept most of those bottles. So I just have a bin all for bottles, so that I decided to just keep for my kids. I felt like after you boil them in hot water, get them disinfected, they're still good to go. So anyways, I kept all of them. A lot of them were only used once or twice. So I just have a bin for all that. And as you can see, I was just labeling those bins to just say what I have in them. And I am just going to get all the air out of the vacuum bags to get those ready to go. Now that I got all the clothes organized and sorted, I am going to start doing all the 3T clothes, just get all that stuff washed, and then I am going to just continue on with all our laundry for the weekend and get all that washed, and then we're going to get folding.
You're not the one when it's said and done. It's okay, baby, nothing really lasts forever. For now, let's run towards the sun. Think it'd be better if you don't.
I didn't have all my laundry baskets available right now, but I do have 4, and which was just enough, one for each of us. So I'm going to get them all emptied and just dump all the laundry in between the baskets on the couch here. And then I will have 4 empty baskets, one for each of my kids and then one for my husband and I. And then I'll put towels outside the basket, and then when I bring them upstairs, I'll just throw them into a basket as well. But I feel like it's the easiest way for me to keep everything organized, and then it's so much easier to just bring the baskets to each of their rooms, so I can put things away instead of going upstairs and having to go through all their clothes and all the laundry to see what goes where. It's just nice having it all organized into their own baskets already. Try to get laundry done on the weekends. Usually my husband's home, but this weekend he picked up an extra shift, and then the football game was on, so I just didn't get to it. And this drives me nuts when I have laundry all over the couch for it just kind of overflows into the week. Then it takes me a while to get it done. So tonight I started earlier this morning. My oldest was at preschool, and my youngest I put on a show for him, and I started doing laundry, and I'm just going to finish tackling it tonight just to get it all finished up. Definitely check out one of my previous videos, but my biggest laundry hack for kids is when they have an outfit or pajamas that you want to keep together, or that you always like having them wear together, is I'll take the shirt, I'll fold it halfway, and then I'll fold up the pants, and then I make the shirt that like wraps around the pants, and then they're together. And it's so nice having it in their dresser that way, so then I can just kind of pull that out. I usually do that with their pajamas, and then I know there's a top and bottom, and the set is nice and neat together. So that is definitely a big tip that I love using.
When you ride with me, don't worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry now.
I hope you guys are enjoying this video and got some laundry tips from me. If you guys are enjoying it, if you can give it a big thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you can hit the subscribe button, and then you guys can get notifications on my next video drop. Lastly are the lovely socks. I always save them for the end just because, you know, they are little and they just fall to the bottom of the laundry basket anyways. So I save them for the end. I do pair them up, I match them up, and it's just easier for me that way, being able just to grab a pair of socks. And then I just throw them in the laundry basket and I'm good to go.
When you ride with me,
lastly, I'm gonna get laundry put away. So I'm just gonna show you my son's. I have shirts in one drawer. Underneath the shirt drawer, I have the pajama drawer. And then on the right is his pants. And then the bottom right, I just have t-shirts that he's not really wearing much of right now.
When you ride with me, don't worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry, no, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love.
Thank you everyone so much for watching today's video on doing laundry and switching over my kids' sizes. I hope you guys got some tips and tricks on doing laundry and how to get laundry put away. Thanks so much again for watching, and if you haven't yet already, if you guys can hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. I usually try to do a video drop Fridays and then a short video drop on Mondays. Thanks again guys, have a great day.